Give me a drop of mercy. Make this servant more humble than a blade of grass. Give me strength to tolerate all eventualities. Let me not hanker after desires for personal honor. And the Sakala Samana Karidesha Gati Diyanata Yada Ayata. Give me the power to respect all living beings as they deserve. Then I will be able to chant the holy names, and all my offenses will disappear. Give me the power to respect all living beings as they deserve. Then I will be able to chant the holy names, and all my offenses will disappear. O my Master, when I will be blessed with your mercy and be successful in my life finally. I am so much fallen that I have neither strength nor intelligence. Kindly make me your beloved servitor. When I examine myself, I find no good qualities. Your grace is the essence of existence. If I fail to get your grace, weeping bitterly, I will not maintain my life any longer. And this very deep, very emotional prayer of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. We cannot reject him. He is the Guru of our Param Guru, and of course the Father. And Go Geshodas, Bhavadi. We have to accept the disciple succession's message they give to us. And understand the essence that I am wrong. Only Krishna, Guru, all others are right. I don't know if we can leave this, read this, this a little too far or away from some of us. Could we follow yesterday a little? Otherwise we can read Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta, the 108 rules. Basic. You decide. Only one. And strange. The others want prasad. Waiting for prasad. I'll try to give us a deeper vision. And this is a vision not everyone can follow or even understand it. Because most of us, we are moving on the material plane, on the very gross plane. And we see so many faults, so many mistakes in this world, in others. Not as Bhakti Thakur says, all living in this respect according to their position. Some have understanding that some religions, it is called in Srimad Bhagavatam, Kaitava Dharma, cheating religions. What is cheating religions? They are just interested in their own. They are not focused to please the Lord. They have no universal understanding that we all belong to the Lord. So, and nowadays we are very much under the influence of this. I am beard right and the others wrong. This is sectarian consciousness. This is not universal consciousness. This is very limited. We have not understood, actually, Krishna, the spiritual plane, the spiritual world. We are all spiritual beings. So we have to accept, to respect all living beings. And if we only stick to one kind of, this is the truth and all others are wrong, then we belong to the sect of Kaitava Dharma, or cheating religion. Because they are all worshipping God, but they think this is the real God, what I am worshipping. And all the other gods are wrong. All the others are wrong. And Vaishnavism is not thinking like this small play, on this place, on such a level. Real Vaishnavism means universal understanding. We are all created by God. We are all part and parcels of God. We are not, those are not, we are not saying that they are not, that they are demon, the others. No, they are, and we are the right one, and others are all wrong. The real Vaishnava, he thinks not like this. He sees not the external activities or forms. He can understand that we are all part and parcels of Supreme Lord. So whatever we may personally be guided under the other this sectarian understanding, they are reduced. They are not able to understand real who he is and where we are coming and where we are going. It's only theoretical, no, only mental maximum. But realization is not there. Understanding Krishna not manifesting. It is just we are projecting our mind, our vision to the, by example, to the deity or to the, in Islam they have no form. He has no form. He has no, and also in others they're different. But it is not that is not reality. Reality is that He is everywhere, He is everything, He is outside, inside. He is present all the time. It's just that we get not the eyes to see. We have not realized, not understood. And if it's too difficult for us to accept real Vaishnavism, then better we reject it and think, this is wrong. My way, how I do my fruitive activities and my life here is more important than to become a servant of our eternal Master and friend. So in Bhagavatam is written, Vatyena Krishne Paradasvato va Vito Vipityatha Grihavatanam Anandagavi Vishvatam Damishram Punapunaschavida Chavananam. Srimad Bhagavatam tells us that we can try to enter the world of higher reality through intellectualism, but we will again come back baffled in our attempts. So the meaning is by just studying, as we spoke the last times, by just studying the books, by knowing all this spiritual theoretically, on the intellectual plane, there is no qualification that we can enter the transcendental plane. Even if we can attain the Brahman understanding, the higher reality, through intellectualism, but we will again come back, baffled in our attempts. If we try to process with our intelligence to enter into that domain, we will come back dissatisfied, in despair, and will wander here within the mortal world again and again. So the world of sense experience will come and go through its different phases. But it cannot enter the spiritual plane. So with this, whatever endeavor we may have to enter the spiritual plane, we will not be successful. Never. You may be the most intelligent person of this universe. But what is the qualification that we can understand? We have to act in a way that the Lord is attracted to us, to our activities, to our truthful surrender. Not in making show, and displaying knowledge or artistic singing or whatever. This will not attract. We are doing not for His pleasure. This is done for our enjoyment. So to please the Lord, this is the art, how to please Him. And this we cannot cheat God. So He knows if someone wants to satisfy Him or wants to satisfy His devotees, His real devotees. Then they will come and they will help us, and they will open the door to the real to the transcendental plane, eternal plane. Don't think this is imagination or something, dreaming or some illusion. This is the reality. Where we are living, this is illusion. All our ideas we have, all our enemies we find what they are wrong, they are right, they are good, they are bad. All these things, this is illusion. Because we have not understood. To enter that world, the only requirement is submission to a real agent of divinity. He may embark the process, and if he can accept it, we will be able to enter that world. Otherwise, we will have to wander in this world of sense experience. Some scholars think that knowledge is of the first importance. According to them, if one wants to enter that realm, he should first acquire knowledge through the scholarship, then drive for love. They think that by knowledge alone we can understand what divine love is. And then we can have admission into that domain. They don't approve of the idea of Gyan Shunya Bhakti or knowledge-free devotion. So devotion, when we enter the transcendental world, all what we have learned here, all Bhagavatam, all these things, Gyan, you have to forget because there are different laws. We enter a plane, it's absolutely unexperienced by a newcomer. So we have to give up. Jnana Shunya Bhakti means Bhakti, Shunya Bhakti, Gyan has to be rejected. Just our soul, we have to come in front of the Lord. Not that we know something, we are ignorant. Everything we experience there, we experience according to His will, what He will show us. Whatever we want to know will be known. Knowledge-free devotion, this is necessary. So Gyan, Shunya, or Gyan, or Karma, or any other process of yoga will not give you entrance to the transcendental spiritual world. Once the founder of the Paratseva Ashram Sangha wanted me to join his mission. I told him, my head is already sold to the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Dev. The Srila Maharaj told, I have given my head, my everything already to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, to Chaitanya Dev. He said, yes, I also revere him. But I say that first you must learn indifference to this worldly pleasure, as Buddha preached. Then you come to study the Vedanta of Shankara, understand what is knowledge proper, and then realize that all this world is nothing and Brahman, spirit, is everything. Then you may approach the Prema Dham, the love of Sri Chaitanya Dev, which I also think to be the highest object of attainment. Then Srila Maharaj answered, you say so, but Sri Chaitanya Dev did not say that. We should go to the Buddhist school to learn abnegation, then to the Shankara school to acquire Vedantic knowledge before coming to him. He says that whatever one is, one should get the association of a real Vaishnava saint and go on with Shravan and Kirtana, hearing and chanting the glories of the Lord. That man was struck dumb. He could not speak. He was silenced. Another time, the president of the Arya Samaj came to see me in Karachi, told me that if the finite can know the infinite, he is not infinite. So if the conditioned soul can know the unconditioned, the infinite, then he cannot be the infinite. Because if I can know him, then I can control. So I replied, if the infinite cannot make himself known to the finite, he is not infinite. He could not answer my argument. It is this attitude, that only the infinite can show himself to his pure devotee as he likes, as he wants. Otherwise we cannot know the Supreme Lord. There is no possibility. If he doesn't want, then there's no way. So it is not from any qualification on our side that the Absolute can be caught. Whomever he chooses to make himself known, to make himself known to will know him. This is explained in the Upanishad. He cannot be known by lectures or discussions, by sharp memory or vast intelligence, or by genius or supernatural intellect. One may have extensively studied all the revealed scriptures, but that is no qualification. Krishna reserves all independence on his side. There's only one way by which he can be known. Whomever he chooses to make himself known, to can know him. Otherwise all rights are reserved there by his sweet will. How can we draw his sweet will? That is the question. How we can tackle this sweet will? That can only be done through Sharanagati, surrender. By increasing our negative side, we must think, I am so poor, without your grace I can't live. We must think like this, to try to arouse pity within his heart. We must appeal to his understanding, that we are in extreme need of him, and that without his grace we can't live. Only such a sincere feeling of necessity can draw his attention to us. Otherwise we have no possibility for capturing him. So the negative approach has been recommended for capturing him. Our exclusive prayer is that we are the most needy and sincere. That alone can draw his attention towards us. And that is not an opinion or speculation, it's a fact. It is reality. I once met a scholarly sannyasi in Badarikashram who posed as an atheist in the course of our discussion. He argued, what is the evidence that God or the soul exists? Then I quoted a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Atma pari jnana mayo vivado yastitya vitati nishtha tyadho nevarupa praneta pumsam mati paravritta tyam svara lokat. I explained to him that although Atma, spirit, is self-effulgent, there is a constant quarrel between two opposing parties. One party says God exists, and the other says God does not exist. Srimad Bhagavatam says that the Atma is self-effulgent, but still we find that one class of men say he exists. We see him, he can be seen. And another says he has never existed. This quarrel has no end, because one of the parties hasn't got the eye to see what is self-evident. This quarrel is a useless waste of time. But still I will never stop. I will continue forever. Why? Because there are those who have the eyes to see God. And those who have no eyes to see Him on their own self. One of these classes of men have deviated from God consciousness. There is barrier between them and God consciousness, between them and self-consciousness. So the disagreement will only continue on account of their ignorance. Those who have the eyes to see will say, the sun exists. There is the sun. And those who have no eyes will say, no, there is no sun. So this argument will continue forever. But that does not mean that the sun is not existing. It can show itself. Is there any comment or any question on this? Yes. What is the finite and the infinite? Infinite means no beginning, no end. Yes. And or it is eternal, eternity. Infinite means the opposite. There's a beginning and an end. Everything is limited, or everything is like we are now in a situation that we have not realized the infinite. The soul is infinite. No birth, no death. It is eternal. But now we're in a situation we are accepted a body, and we accepted this material world, and whatever is connected with it, it has a beginning and an end. Now we are called finite. There is a beginning and an end, and we think Birth means now life starts. Death means now life is finished. But the soul, I myself, I have gone through so many lifetimes. And I will go in future. So many change will go on. I have forgotten past lifetime. But I think I get born again, then I identify with, I don't know, with a dog or with a monkey or demigod, whatever. But it's all temporary. This is finite. Infinite means I do not identify with this anything in this world, with this body, with this mind, with this intellect. It is all connected with the finite understanding. And it is called ahankara, my false ego. Also, I think I am this, I am that. I am a member of this world, I am Austrian, I am Indian, I am whatever. So this is this illusion. And if I tell you these things, it is the same as we heard just before. God may exist for those who have seen Him. But those who have not seen Him, they may say, no, there is not, God is not existing. So we have not attained the level of the soul. We have not realized we cannot move on the level of the soul. We have no contact with soul to soul. There are so many waiting for us, looking at us. But we do not see them. We are not the eyes, so we think it's not existing. When this body dies, then everything is finished. Or maybe I go to heaven. But this is also another finite condition. There you take birth, but you must also again come back. But spiritual transcendental or the realization of our soul, very rarely attained. I don't know if I said what I wanted to say.
I think she meant this quote that Srila Maharaj told to this scholar who argued if the finite can understand God, then the infinite cannot be God. And then Srila Maharaj answered, if the infinite cannot make himself seen or recognized by the finite, then he is not God.
Yeah.
This was the point.
No, I don't know if this was the point, but...
What is the question?
Yeah, in the spiritual world, it's the same example when it's given. Can create God a stone who he cannot lift up? Then the Vaishnava say, yes, of course, he can. Then he is not God, he cannot do everything. But he can also lift it up when he wants, because this is in the transcendental plane. There's no such thinking we have here in this material world. You have to go beyond. Everything is possible there. Everything. Our pea brain is not ready to follow these things. We must get the mercy of pure sadhus. And they let us understand when we want, when we are greedy, when we are sincere, they will help us to enter the eternal plane. Then we will understand, oh my God, where I am living here. This is hell. But we try to make hell heaven. Anything more to say? Is this clear? Oh. So everything clear like this. I hope you can sleep. No. This is a thing you very fast forget. After prasadam, everything is again. We are again back home in this world. Jai Sri Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Srila Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nitai Guru Pramanandi.